Yeah, the only other scenario that I could see for a sustained pump is if Gensler got fired, the charges were dropped, the feds pause the rates, but we would need confirmation from JP, and then that all happens within the Litecoin happening as well. Then I could see an argument for a very sustained pump, and we actually get the altcoin summer that we were hoping would actually happen this Q2.
Yeah, I mean, is it? I just don't think it's off the table, right? As I have reassessed and reloaded into stables, and then decided how much I want to DCA, and trying to figure out how much risk to mitigate versus how exposed to be. Thinking about it a lot deeper than I was back when it was just, hey, buy Hex until you can't. And so, yeah, I just think that there are enough events that you should be bullish enough to not be fully in stables, right? I saw Somi just posted about Mr. Silvertooth talking about how he's in 100% stables, and man, it makes me sick for the poor guy.
Now, well, here's the thing. I saw Somi's post about actually listen to his video earlier talking about Silvertooth and how he's all into stables and he's waiting for 11K BTC. I personally, absolutely no way in hell think that we're gonna go down to 11K. Like I said,
That's a great way to get rinsed.
Yeah, like I just don't fucking see it, guys. I really don't fucking see it. Even with all of this bearish news, because really, let's face it, this is probably one of the biggest attacks that the SEC has pursued against cryptocurrencies that we've seen, right? Certainly within this year, and certainly within the last few years. And not only that, Gensler is going after Binance and Coinbase, which is, as you guys know, the largest exchange here in the US. Plus, that's compounded by the fact that we had all of these crazy bank runs at the beginning of the year. And yet Bitcoin has held pretty fucking steadily. Now, the altcoins obviously are a different story, but it's like Bitcoins are like main guy, right? It's like the canary in the coal mine. If Bitcoin is taking a plunge, then we could start having a little bit more concerns. We know that altcoins will bleed in general when there's news like this because people tend to run back into Ethereum and to Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin is holding fairly strongly, I don't see us getting down to 11K. So I think the move to be in stables right now is actually a pretty good move. But holding out for 11K and not starting your DCA until you get close to that level, I think that's like you said, right? It's a really good way to get rinsed because this thing is going to start running on you and you're going to get left behind. Like I was going over here in the charts, we have all of this whole purple band of price action here serving as support, right? Historically speaking, cycle highs has always held up a strong support. We have a confluence of fib levels holding up a support here, right? And then further, like I just don't see us dropping down to like Bitcoin's realized price, which is I think like around 20,000. So yeah, I think we crab to down if we don't have any good news, but I really don't see us going further below than maybe around here, around 24K, right? Unless we get some really fucking bad news.
I agree with that. One thing that I'm kind of looking at is the whole thing of 11K and Prey is coming back in. I feel like that's a sentiment. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, 11K Prey is going to happen. It's like, I truly think at this point in time, we've hit our Bitcoin bottom, right? Alts are going to bleed, yes, but Bitcoin has hit the bottom. We're going up from here. Could we hit 18, maybe even 16 again? Maybe. You know, there's an argument to be made for that. But truthfully, I think we hit the bottom of Bitcoin, and it was actually a good thing because that means how much harder crypto overall is going to pump in the long run, 2025 and all that. So I don't want to see 11K. I really don't, truly.
We've got a
Yeah, let's
lot of
face it.
action around 18. Looks like 18 is viable for the next bottom.
You 18 what during? Are you speaking
18K,
about like?
yeah. If you look, I'm looking on your chart, and like you've got the big dip down to 15, and then before the dip down to 15, you've got a lot of trading in that 18 area. I could see it's bouncing off 18, and then you've got another, yeah, they all through there, and then you've got that other red dip, the next low after the 15 low. You've got 3 red candles, the bottom red arrow, and then 2 more red arrows to your right. That's another point that was resistance in that 18 zone. Keep going right. Go to the right, 2 more red candles from the bottom red candle. Yeah, up a little bit more. To the right. Keep going to the right. You got it. Go to the right. Yeah, that one. So if you take your horizontal line, take a look to the left, you see it's cutting through all that action to your left as well. So I could see us bouncing there as a secondary sort of, if we break through your currently droned purple support, I think that's the next channel of support.
I gotcha. So like the bottom of all of this price action right here, yeah, and then also coincidentally, so you have all of this price action right here, bottom, and then look at that, we got a cycle high on day 34 here, during that last, I think this was mid-December.
Yeah,
so
man, that's looking like a target.
Yeah, exactly, and that's also the breakout point. So yeah, there's a lot of confluence of data here serving as a strong support if we were to come down to these levels. But like I said, I don't think. I mean, come on, what other bullets in the chamber do they have left to fire to market? Like really, aside from World War III, right?
Honestly,
if
the only thing left is, hey, crypto's illegal except BTC. That's the only thing they could do.